مرحبا، أنا اسمي عائشة وأنا من مدينة جوهو في ماليزيا. أنا طالبة في جامعة بين ستيت وأنا أدرس الهندسة الكمبيوتر. Today I will be presenting my oral report and I will be talking about diving spots in the Middle East. Can you imagine having ocean in the desert? Well, I'm surprised knowing that there are a lot of diving sites in the Middle East where deserts are almost everywhere. And it's hot, but let's explore the diving sites in the Middle East. Before jumping through to the main topic, which is the diving sites in Middle East, let's explore the definition of Middle East. So, in Arabic, Middle East is known as Asharkul Awsat, which means Middle East. Middle East is basically a region centered on Western Asia, Turkey and Egypt. So it consists of some parts of country in Asia and also Europe. Middle East shares many similar characteristics among all the countries listed as Middle East, such as the history and geographical location. However, it has many different definitions. So sometimes when you look at some books, they will be putting in more countries, and usually it's only gonna be one or two more countries, but it's how you define Middle East, as I said before. Usually people will think Middle East is actually countries spoken Arabic language. However, there are actually countries in Middle East where they don't actually speak Arab as their main language. Let's explore the country in Middle East. Now, let us explore Middle East countries. Middle East countries consist of Algeria, Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, Morocco, Oman, Palestine, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Syria, Tunisia, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, which is known as UAE, and also Yemen. There are many seas surrounding the Middle East. However, I will go through the major seas in the Middle East. The first one is the Mediterranean Sea. This is the Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea is bordered by Europe and the Middle East. That's why, just like I mentioned before, you have Turkey, which is situated in Europe. But Turkey has actually some of the land in Middle East, in Asia, while some of the land in Europe. Secondly, there's also the Red Sea. It is located in Egypt and Palestine. The third one is the Dead Sea. It is actually the smaller sea and is bordered by Jordan and Palestine. The next one is the Black Sea, and it is only bordered by Turkey. Next is the Arabian Sea. It is the largest sea in the Middle East and surrounds the Arabian Peninsula. The last one is the Caspian Sea, and it has the largest lake in the world and it is bordered by Iran. Now, before going through the diving sites, let me tell you how many diving sites and centers in the Middle East. There are about 150 diving sites in the Middle East, and there are 400 diving centers. You might be thinking, what's the difference between diving sites and diving centers? Basically, diving centers are the ones who operates and bring tourists to the diving sites, and it provides the equipment, the courses, and without diving centers, there will be definitely no diving sites. The first diving sites that I will be introducing to you will be the Boiler Rack, and it is situated in the Saudi Arabia. I'm sure that you are surprised to know that there are diving sites in the Saudi Arabia, as it is usually known as the holiest place for the Muslims, and is known for the Kaaba and the mosque. Let me tell you 5 facts about the Boiler Rack. Firstly, it is located at Jeddah. Boiler Rack is located at Jeddah. It has a rack, and the rack has been there for 100 years. The rack is located at 50 meters deep down in the ocean, and not everyone can go to the rack, as in order to go to the deeper side of the ocean, one needs to have an advanced diving certificate. Next, Boiler Rack is actually unpopular among Saudis, so it won't be crowded with a lot of people, and usually tourists will enjoy their time at the Boiler Rack. There are a lot of species that can be found in the Boiler Rack, such as manta rays, and one can also find large fishes. Lastly, diving activities can be done all year round, which is also an additional point to the diving site. Between June to September is the hottest season that one can enjoy at the Boiler Rack, where the temperature will be at 35 degrees Celsius, while the coldest month will be in February, where the water will be as cold as 23 degrees Celsius. This is an example of species that can be found in Boiler Rack, while this is a type of corals that can be found at the Boiler Rack. The second diving spot that I will talk about is located at Jeddah, and it is known as Aqaba. Aqaba is located at the Red Sea, which is the Gulf of Aqaba. It is actually the deepest and the narrowest gulf in the world. Aqaba is very interesting as it connects to Egypt, Palestine, and Jordan, and you can reach those places within 2 hours by boats. Aqaba has also healthy corals, where it has 1,000 invertebrate species and 200 soft and hard corals. There are many shore-based diving that can be done in Aqaba, where shore diving means that divers start their dives through the beach, and they will then return to the beach as well. This is very good for divers, as it will be cheaper for them, as divers won't have to rent any boats. There are not many large fishes in Aqaba. However, divers can still find many beautiful and unique creatures such as eagle rays, turtles, and squids. The third diving site that I will bring you to see will be Dahab, Egypt. Dahab is surrounded by the Red Sea and Sinai Desert. It is located in a small town where expatriates and Bedouins live together. The main attraction in this small little town will be the Mount of Sinai. Dahab is very famous for its Blue Hole dive site, and I will let you know what Blue Hole dive site is. Blue Hole dive site is actually a 70-meter wide hole, and it has a depth of nearly 100 meters. It is very deep that every year 28 divers are killed, and it is known as the most dangerous dive site in the world. However, one can find a lot of divers risk their life to be in that blue hole dive site. Divers can find a lot of interesting pelagic fishes, and pelagic means fishes in a certain zone, and fishes that can be found will be barracudas and jacks. Now, I will show you the pictures of Dahab Egypt. This is the picture of Dahab Egypt, and here is the blue hole dive site. As you can see, there's a hole that will penetrate into the ocean. Now, I will talk about a diving site called Fujairah in UAE, which is United Arab Emirates. It is located at the Indian Ocean, and it is bordering with the Gulf of Oman. Fujairah can also be accessed less than 1 hour from Dubai, and divers can travel by car or bus. In Fujairah, the attractions that can be found will be divers can see many shipwrecks such as Inchcape 1, Inchcape 2, and Inchcape 10, where they are all the name of ships. They are sunk in the year 2001, 2002, and 2003 respectively. They are sunk as they will serve as artificial reef to further maintain the fishes and marine life in the ocean. There are also other interesting sites in Fujairah, such as car cemetery, where 200 cars and trucks are sunk in the year of 80s. Lastly, there are as much as 930 species of fishes that can be found in Fujairah, such as nudibranchs, seahorses, and also whale sharks. Here are the pictures of fishes and the situation that can be felt in Fujairah. There are definitely more diving sites that can be found in the Middle East. However, here are two other diving sites that I found it's very interesting, which is located at Turkey, and it is known as Kars. It's very interesting as divers can find wrecked ships of World War II and also wrecked ships from the Ottoman wreck. And the next diving site is also located at Daymaniyat Island, Oman, and you can see the fishes and corals as in the picture. I hope that you enjoy my presentation, and I really hope that I will visit all the diving sites that I mentioned before, as well as learn the culture of the Middle East people. Thank you for listening. Ma'assalama wa ilal liqa.